Joshua, I made $83 at my yard sard today. Are you excited? I got rid of a bunch of shit from my
I
basement.
thought you said you made like 100. You told me you made like 100.
Yeah, I made
Did somebody come back?
33 for me, and then 83 for the house.
Oh, okay.
I sold some mallows.
So you made 33. So you sold 33 Pokemon cards.
I sold 10 squishmallows.
You sell your Squishmallows?
I sell a bunch that I have, a whole bunch that I'm getting rid of.
Which ones?
I don't know. Like, there's just like this cow dude and like this dog that everybody keeps picking up but not buying. Got to get rid of that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty successful. Got rid of a bunch of big shit that's clogging up all my space in my basement. So it's really the whole point.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The idea is to get people to take your shit without having taken it to the dump. That's really the whole point of a yard sard. Now, are you a yard sard or a Yale sale kind of guy?
I hate yard sales. So,
Yeah.
neither.
Neither?
I don't go to them and I don't hold them.
Yeah, I forgot. You have generational trauma for going to yard sales or something.
I do, man. One time when I was a kid, we went to a yard sale. And it was on like Palm Beach or something. And this guy had promised to sell my parents this washing machine. I think it was a washing machine and dryer. But my dad didn't have cash on him. So we had to, I don't know what you did in like fucking 1992 to get cash. I don't think there were ATMs in that way.
We just went to the bank and went to the bank teller.
Yeah, it's probably something like that. But like you had to have like a one of your banks in that area. It wasn't like it is now at all. And anyway, my dad was like, we'll go get the cash. And the guy promised to hold on to the washer and dryer. When we came back, washer and dryer was gone.
Sold it.
Sold it.
Yep.
That motherfucker.
And
that's why I won't go to a yard sale or hold one now.
Yeah, because of that one guy.
No, it's not because of that. I just don't fucking, man, I use a thing until I'm done with it. And when I'm done with it, I'm done with it. I would rather just take it to Goodwill.
Yeah, but Goodwill's a scam.
After hours. Yeah. I take it there after hours because it's basically a place I take stuff I don't want. That's just not the dump because it's closer.
I see. Or you could just be like one of those guys.
I wonder if they take old gasoline.
No, they don't.
They do if you don't like go there during hours.
Well, I don't know if it's donating it if you're just leaving there when nobody's working, Joshua. I think that's pretty much illegal dumping.
I'm pretty respectful about it. I do only leave things that people would want. And it's like, okay, well, here's a bag of clothes. I just don't want to deal with being asked if I want a receipt for them.
It's like you don't even they don't even ask anymore. They just have a little thing where you just take one if you want one.
Well, I wouldn't know because I avoid talking to anybody at Goodwill when I can help it.
Jesus, you're like the most misanthropic person I know.
No, I fucking love people, man. Just, I hate Goodwill.
Yeah, okay.
I am not misanthropic.
No?
No.
Defend your position.
Misanthropic? Pro-anthropic? Bro,
Yeah,
I'm about to be a fucking yoga teacher. Like, I'm about to
okay.
be like I'm taking a yoga teaching course. So.
Is it from
Fuck
Joelle
off.
and Natalie? Are you gonna do
No.
it from them? Oh, okay.
No.
I don't know. But yeah, lots of people take stuff. So I had no less than 3. So here's the thing about yard sards for you, dear listener, if you've never had one or gone to one, is that old dudes only want tools. It's like they only want the most busted down, used up, rusted up hammer that you possibly could put out there is what they want to buy. And if you don't have tools, they ask you if you got tools. You got tools? No. Well, what are you guys doing then? Selling stuff. Like, yeah, but you got no tools. Okay. Yeah. But I only want to buy tools.
I feel that energy, man. If I get dragged to a yard sale, thrift store, antique store, junk shop, anything like that, all I'm looking for is old tools. Saws. I like saws. I like chisels. I like augers. I like planes. Oh, the old kind of measuring sticks that like fold up, you know?
Yeah, I got
I
a
like
couple of
those.
those. Yeah.
Yeah. I have one somewhere.
Okay.
It's not old.
As a tool guy, explain it to me. What is the appeal of having a tool you'll never use?
Oh, I use all my tools.
Yeah.
Like,
Even if they're
I've
all
even
like
used my planes.
used up.
Yep.
Okay. So like, would you go to like
or if I haven't used them yet, I will maybe one day.
I see. So are you like thumbing through like the tool section of like the Habitat for Humanity store and like a secondhand store, look and see what they got in there? Is that you? You do that?
What do you mean thumbing through?
Well, you know how they like have like those buckets of like old tools, like all the rusted up screwdrivers, the bent saw.
Not really, man. No, I'm only looking for antiques. I like antique tools.
I see.
Okay. When I was buying saws and planes and whatever wood scrapers, it's because I was getting into woodworking. And like everybody in their 30s, I was like, I'm only going to woodwork by hand, no electric tools. And then I bought some actual real cherry, which is an extremely hard wood, and I tried to plane it flat, and I probably did that shit for 4 weeks, and the amount of sweat I put on it probably ruined the wood.
Jesus Christ.
So, you know,
yeah.
I
only chainsaw.
I kind of actually got over that. I kind of got over all that. I don't like old tools. I don't like fucked up tools. Like for working on my car, I don't want an old busted ratchet. I don't want your rusty ass screwdriver. I'm a new tool guy, actually.
Yeah.
But I will buy tools at Harbor Freight. Not too proud to buy tools at Harbor Freight.
There's nothing wrong with a Harbor Freight. Pittsburgh drop forged wrench.
Pittsburgh tools are pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I got some good Pittsburgh wrenches.
Yeah.
Ratchets.
The Acme Tools opened. I might go over there tomorrow. See what they got going on.
Yeah. They have anvils.
Every space I drove by there, bombs.
Big wood mallets.
Yeah. Paint that makes the tunnel appear.
Yeah. We did this bit already.
Yeah, we did, but we're gonna do it again because it's funny. But I drove by there today. Every parking space full. Work vans and pickup trucks as far as the eye could see.
Is Acme Tools, I'm gonna look this up. Is Acme Tools like a tier above or below a Harbor Freight?
It seems like it's kind of like on the same level, but it's bigger.
What's it smell like inside? Does it smell like a shipping container?
I don't know. I haven't been in yet.
No, they sell Milwaukee. They sell actual real tools at Acme Tools, it looks like. No, this is a real, like, they have DeWalt, Makita, Acme, Steel, Bosch. Like, no, this place sells real tools.
Real tools. Well, I don't know. I'll report. Yeah. I'll go in there tomorrow and I'll report back about what it smells like to you.
This is nice. I mean, their website is like a, what would I compare this to? It's like a Home Depot without a wood department, a wood department or garden center.
Yeah, I'd say that's about the size of the building.
Yeah. It's not a Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight is literally,
well, Harbor Freight is the Food Lion of like power tools.
Be careful. Some of our listeners might live in towns that only have Food Lions, Dale.
I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with Food Lion, and you just said that you like Harbor Freight and you're not above it, and now you've switched tunes to being like, yeah, Harbor Freight, garbage tools, shit sucks, unusable.
Well, I wouldn't buy an electric tool at Harbor Freight.
All my electric tools came from Harbor Freight, and they're all fine.
I have no respect for you now. But you don't do tool work. You don't use tools.
No, I don't. I don't have to.
Yeah.
I can pay people to use tools for me.
I have a Harbor Freight table saw that I didn't buy. It actually is not mine. It belongs to a good friend of mine, a Chinese guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I just house it, and I've used it a few times, and it can cut a approximately straight line in a board, but only because of modifications I made to it. So,
yeah, it cut a straight line before, and then you modified it.
No, it did not.
No. Okay.
No.
Anyways, but the other thing that people do now when you have a yard sale, they ask you if you got Venmo. And I'm like, no, it's a yard sale. Cash only. Bring cash.
Yeah.
You came to a yard sale. What are you expecting?
Hey, dude. We're about to be cashless society.
No, not at my house. All cash.
Not on this podcast. You fuckers better be paying us on Patreon, cash only.
Yeah, put it in an envelope, mail it to us. Care of Subversive Media.
Actually, that's a good point. I think there's going to be a secret Patreon tier that's not on Patreon because you can't pay Patreon with cash.
Mm-hmm.
That if you pay us in cash, you'll get better benefits.
Yeah.
Because it's untraceable and untaxable.
Yeah, be careful with that. Be careful with those.
If you send us cash, we'll send you drugs.
No, you just pay
no
us,
drugs.
No drugs. Bitcoins. You can send us Bitcoins for drugs, not cash.
Yeah, because that's legal transaction.
Yeah, we'll send you a vial of kratom or whatever the fuck.
Kava.
What is
that? What it is? Kava, kratom.
What is that? Right? Synthetic marijuana? What is that called?
Spice.
Yeah, so just some of that.
We'll send you some bath salts.
Yeah, you can get twerked out at a park in Tampa. You can go do that.
I'll send you some synthetic DMT that I cooked up in my basement. It will fuck you up and send you into shadow place.
Yeah.
The shadow realm.
Yeah.
I'll send you some Benadryl you can smoke.
Yeah. Not only will you be visited by the Hat Man, you become the Hat Man. That's how you
free base. We'll send you we'll send you
Benadryl
that you can free base.
We'll send you that.
We won't do that, and we don't endorse that.
No, but it's funny to think about. I think
funny to think about.
It's like that company that sells flavored Whippets, but doesn't say that it's actually what it's for.
We'll sell you flavored. We'll sell you flavored nitrogen.
Yeah. No, flavored helium. We just send you a party balloon.
Well, helium, helium is pretty serious. We're at a global shortage of helium.
Yeah.
So I won't promise you any helium. We need it for MRIs.
I'll send you flavored helium, listener. You'll get a couple happy birthday balloons. Just spritz some some what is it? The flowery stuff. Potpourri in there.
Potpourri. That's horrible.
Yeah.
It's gonna taste like your grandma's funeral.
It just says get well soon. Oh boy.
Sorry if you lost your grandma recently.
Yeah. I don't think anybody in our listenership has recently lost their grandma though.
Way to bring it down, Dale.
I didn't bring it up. You brought it up. Yeah, freebasing.
Probably gonna take that out. Probably gonna take that out.
What, freebasing Benadryl?
Freebasing Benadryl.
That's
reset to freebasing Benadryl.
That's so funny.
Everything we said between freebasing Benadryl and freebasing Benadryl, wasn't funny.
It wasn't. Or was it? Pay us $5 and we'll tell you if it was or wasn't.
Yeah. Pay us $5 cash and I'll send you the little clip.
Yeah, we'll send you the raw audio of this episode for $5 cash. I don't know. What else we got? What's happening in the world today? I don't know. I have not been paying attention to the news lately.
I haven't been paying attention to the news at all because I told you in the last memo, I see little value in it, man.
Yeah.
Yep. Let me see here.
Pull up Drudge. See what he's got above the fold. Yeah, that's right. We raided John Bolton's house today. We can talk about that.
Yeah. We can talk about that. Yeah.
Why? So we're just doing that stuff now. That's cool. I mean, I don't feel bad for him because he sucks. But
I don't feel bad for him at all. Right. Here's a good article. Kash Patel ordered Bolton raid on Epstein files release day.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, we don't need to worry about what's happening with the Epstein files. Every time that he comes up, oh, did you see that the new Above the Fold on Drudge is Ghislaine Maxwell is going to get a pardon or whatever because she's going to roll on Trump? That's cool.
It's such a fucking circus, man.
Yeah. The swamp. I love it. Everything about it's so stupid. Yeah. Everything is stupid. We're only getting stupider.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be like going to space and being in space by now, but we're not.
No, I don't think. We've talked about this. We're not going to space because nobody's actually being serious about looking at space.
Yeah. Nobody's being serious about anything. Except for us.
Nobody. I'm being serious. And you know what I'm being serious about? Just doing yoga, man.
Yeah. You're really all about this because you brought it up 3 times. And the rule is if somebody brings it up 3 times, is that they're serious about it.
Well, I signed up for my yoga teacher training course.
Yeah. How much is this costing you?
I mean, considering that it's a career change, not very much.
I see.
Do you want me to get into my personal finances here?
Yeah. Here, I'm going to Dave Ramsey you. All right, now let's go look through the budget here, and we're going to see how much are you spending on food a month there, Joshua?
Oh, food a month? Not much, man.
Yeah?
Down to beans and potatoes.
Rice and beans and rice. Okay, that's good. We're going to go ahead and work on your debt snowball here. So what's your mortgage payment at right now? We're going to make sure that you got your mortgage payment taken care of first, and then we're going to start building up that 3 months.
If I start telling you want me to do this? Because if I tell my mortgage payment, people will be like, oh, we don't have to pay Patreon. We can just consume this content for free.
Yeah, no. You can't because my mortgage payment went up $300 because my escrow changed. So you still have to pay me.
You have to pay me. I still have to pay parts of my mortgage.
Yeah. Property tax,
like property tax and home insurance. I had to pay that the other day, $4,000.
Fuck off, $4,000.
Yeah.
Oy, oy, oy.
What's yours?
$2,600.
Fuck you. I have a friend who lives 1.5 miles from my house and has almost the exact same floor plan as me, because they're all cookie cutter houses.
Mm-hmm.
Her home insurance is 1/3 of the price of mine. And you know what the problem is? I got this fucking 2-story shed in my backyard that's rotted, and I can't just change my insurance because they're going to come and want to inspect shit, and they're going to be like, yeah, we can't insure your rotted shed. You're going to have to take that out,
Yeah. No, my insurance went up $1,000. That's why my escrow changed. I was annoyed about that.
Well, move back to Florida.
Yeah. No. Okay.
We have great home insurance.
Yeah, everybody's leaving the state because of the hurricanes. Just like everybody's leaving California because of the wildfires. Your fucking state's so cooked.
Your state's cooked because everybody's about to move there.
Nuh-uh. Nobody's moving here. Nobody wants to live here. Everybody that moves here instantly regrets it come like fucking October. 66 today, this morning, Joshua. 66.
Oh, that's so nice. It's not even 66 here right now, and it's 9:00.
Mm-hmm.
It's 79 right now.
Yeah, high this week, 70.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
But in October, you have snow in October?
You can, yeah. We've had snow every October since I've lived here, but it doesn't stick because it doesn't get cold enough. But October, that's like 40s.
You know, this thing about people trying to tell you that you're legally required to shovel your sidewalk, like, I'm still thinking about that from our realtor episode, and it still pisses me off.
Yeah? That you'll get a ticket if you don't do it?
You can't tell me I'm legally required to shovel anything before I go to my job. Like, what time do you have to be at work in the morning? Do they give you, like, a time allowance for shoveling your sidewalk?
No, I got to be there at 8, so I got to get up at 6 and shovel my sidewalk.
And how long is your sidewalk?
The sidewalk's not the issue. The sidewalk's fine. It's a driveway because the driveway is 100 feet.
Yeah, but you don't have to shovel your whole driveway. They can't tell you have to shovel your whole driveway.
No, you just got to shovel the sidewalk. But fuck you if you live on a corner lot and you got to shovel 2 sidewalks.
How long is your sidewalk?
Maybe 50 feet.
50 feet, and it's like 2 foot wide. That's 100 feet.
Yeah. But I mean, like, the sidewalk and my big snow shovel is the same width, so I just push that all in once. It's easy.
You just like shovel it like you're shoveling dirt?
No, it's like
heavy, like
you just push it. Like, imagine you're like, you just push it down the sidewalk, and then at the end.
So you wake up at 6 a.m. and you get out there, and your neighbor Tom and your neighbor Jeff and your neighbor like Frank, you're all out there like, give me a good Minnesota accent. Hey, how you doing there?
No.
Hey, how you doing there?
What is that?
Oh yeah, shoveling my sidewalk, Tom. I don't know.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
That's how they talk in Fargo.
It is how they talk in Fargo, but it's not how they talk here. They talk mostly normal. I haven't really encountered too many people with like a deep Minnesota accent, but when they do, it's like, "Oi, don't you know they're Joshua, that the Vikings are at it again. Have you heard about this male cheerleader? I can't believe it. They have a male cheerleader on the Vikings now. Bunch of weird stuff. I'll tell you what, there, Joshua. I don't I don't think that's normal. But it's a sign of the times, don't you know?
I respect the male cheerleader. Actually, yeah. I do. It takes like, well, we went into my whole thing on like gendered exercise, and cheerleading is pretty fucking intense, dude. Like,
yeah,
I got mad respect.
It is.
Also, you're just hanging out with hot girls all day. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Speaking of sports, bringing back professional women's baseball. First time since 1972. Tryouts start this weekend.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think they should play softball?
No, professional baseball. Just like in a league of their own.
There's nothing... What about baseball should be gendered?
I don't know. Nothing. I think that's kind of the point.
Yeah. So why can't women play why can't it just be called baseball?
No, softball. You have to underhand pitch everything. And they whip it too. You ever watch women's softball?
Oh, yeah, man.
Where they just whip women's that softball, shit?
Yeah. What about men's... Okay, so we got women's baseball. Can we get a men's softball league? Because I know men who play softball.
Yeah.
I have. Yeah.
Men's softball? I could see that.
Softballs.
Yeah, but they would whip that shit at like 200 miles an hour, and you're like...
Yeah, because a man can inherently throw a ball faster than a woman. Is that what you're saying?
They would just try harder. If a woman can
throw a ball 100 miles an hour, the man can throw it like 200 miles an hour.
No, it's more of like they would just
from Dale, folks.
Try their best to hurt somebody with it. Just
is that it?
Yeah,
That's it. Actually, that's it. Men are fucking stupid and will just always try to hurt each other.
Yeah,
and that's why you can't put women in the sport, because men are stupid and will just try to hurt each other.
Yeah, we're dumb.
Men are stupid. Women are smart.
Yeah, this is a feminist podcast.
We are a very big feminist podcast. I don't think men should be educated. And I don't think there should be men in men's sports.
Wait, what?
No, I don't think men should get any privileges in society. I don't think they should get any education. And they should only be used for manual labor.
No.
Just like the bees do it, man.
I think everybody should have equal opportunity to education and doing what they want.
Are you woke?
I don't know. I guess so.
Are you being woke now?
No, I'm just saying is that everybody should have an equal opportunity to do whatever they want. That's all.
I agree. I'm just joking, man.
Are you joking?
And it's all for goofs.
No, it's not. Josh is being serious.
We fucked off for 28 minutes. We haven't talked about anything for 28 minutes.
Yeah, this is what we do whenever we're not recording. We're just recording at this time.
I know. Is Trump a socialist?
I saw that. I saw that fucking Fox article. Yeah, let's talk about what dog shit fucking rag Fox is.
Well, actually, this is going to curtail into what I want to talk about.
Okay.
I want to talk about how, 20 years ago, man, we were all talking about neocons. All the Republicans were neocons, right? The Bushes, the Bush administration, Dick Cheney, Donald Rumsfeld, they were all neocons, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now they're all neoliberal, and it's pretty well recognized that there are conservatives. There still are conservatives, but the Republican Party has gone. It's all a big part of the neoliberal project, in which Donald Trump is an axeman, right? He's not carrying out. He is doing some things that the liberals don't like the optics of, and some liberals are better than others and outspoken. I don't know. I'm not going to espouse like views on Cory Booker, but I do like the things he says, at least out loud. He's willing to speak out loud, which a lot of them are not willing to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I know your stance on AOC is a little bit vitriolic, I would say. But I think that at least she is also willing to speak out against what's going on.
She's a fucking plant, man. She's a fucking plant.
Even if she's a plant, she's at least still willing to speak out against what's going on. But so I've been thinking about this week, and what I was thinking about until tonight, I've kind of hung out with a friend who has me thinking not differently, but like reconsidering it. But basically, it's this idea that just like in the Bolsheviks, right? You had, because of COVID, we had a very egalitarian movement where we could have come out of COVID as a socialist society. We could have rethought what work looked like. We could have rethought what labor, what rights looked like, what the value of each individual looked like. But instead, we came out with this idea of doubling back down into ultra late stage capitalism, right? And that's why we are where we are. And it wasn't, I mean, some people may not like this, but it wasn't the Republicans that put us here inherently. I mean, it's also the Biden policies that put us here. And what I was playing with was this idea that like what we're entering, or what it seems like we're entering into, is a sort of state-run, top-down imposed communism, where a healthy communism grows out of the individual and out of the community. And it's empathy driven, and we actually are all working together for a common goal. When the communism is top down and imposed by the state, we are still working towards a common goal, but it's just the enrichment and edification of the state. You know, it's the state policies, the finances of the state. And what ends up happening is that the individual just becomes a unit of production. You're no longer, there's no individual freedom. You're just whatever you give to society, and there's not a limit to how much you're expected to give. And this is where we get the idea that, well, you know, I have a lot of personal gripes on this, and that's my point. You go ahead and respond, Dale.
I mean, okay, you're gonna put me on the spot with this. I was just gonna let you rap. I was gonna say my point about it one way or the other. But I mean, like, yeah, I can see that. But I mean, like, that's the other thing, is that everything gets corrupted. I mean, it's not so much as that it's like the state is imposing communism or anything else like that. It's just corrupted by, you know, the psychotic elites, basically. Just like everything else. It's like capitalism on its face, there isn't a problem with it, right? But
there's not.
But it's when it becomes infiltrated with like the special interests and, you know, the people that run monopoly and that can fix the game and no longer allow like the market to operate for efficiency, right? Or for, you know, raising everybody's,
for the good of everybody.
Yeah.
Right? You can still have communal care in capitalism. And that's kind of, so like I spent, I was out hanging out with some friends tonight and drinking. And a good friend of mine he's older and he's Cuban and he's a political science professor. He's a pretty cool guy. I think we're going to probably chat with him in season 3. I talked to him about having him come on and talk, because we're not a political podcast. but he's a political scientist and he can bring some perspective to that and discuss that, because we're dumb. We're either stupid smart or smart stupid. Can't figure out which yet.
Can't figure out which.
And anyway, talking to him, what basically we came to is it's a matter of empathy. So as a species, we have failed to evolve into a more empathetic state where we actually care about each other and we care about other people. And really, I mean, it doesn't matter if you're on team communism or team capitalism. These are just words and a set of slogans that we internalize that allow us to disassociate from empathy. It's just empathy, man. You know, I mean, this is the big kick I'm on with my yoga thing and why I'm switching from what some people would call meaningful work into a phase of my life where I'm just going to teach yoga, which I consider the most meaningful work, because it's about creating healing energy and empathy all around you, which is what's lacking, you know?
Okay.
I had a better point, but I'm pretty drunk, so.
Yeah, I think you made that abundantly clear by your preamble to this whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't disagree. I mean, so I mean, like, I don't know what counterpoint I can bring to it other than like, yeah,
you can't make a counterpoint because I'm saying like, it's all lack of empathy. If you brought a counterpoint, you'd be like, no, we need less empathy.
Yeah, people are too empathetic. Okay, you want me to do that? I'll do that for 5 minutes.
Yeah, do that. Yeah. Do that for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
people are too empathetic. Actually, that'd be good. I'd like to hear that.
Yeah, people are too empathetic. People give too much of a shit about what other people's opinions are. You need to be working on that grind set mindset, Joshua. You need to be getting up at 4 a.m., throwing that ice water on your face.
I'm already getting up at 5:50. What the fuck?
Yeah, you're not getting up early enough because you don't care about the grind. You don't care about making that money. You know, you're not going to retire at 30.
No, obviously.
You're done. You're cooked. You know, you're going to fucking fade away. Nobody's going to remember who you are. So, like, you know, what are you doing with your life? Jesus. I mean, you're going to worry about some other schmuck? Who cares about some people that are like homeless? Who cares? Nobody cares.
You don't even sound like you mean it. Okay, so you've been listening to Ivo too much. You're not putting your heart into this.
No.
But see, this is the point, right? Like, it's so fucking basic. It's not like I'm saying something that's like way out there, right? Like it's very easy. Like if people simply just cared about other people 2 times today. Let me tell you something, man. 2 separate fucking times today, I saw people blow through red lights. Through red lights that were fully fucking red. And they blew through them at 40 miles an hour. Like, there was not even like a brake light. There was nothing. Like, just fucking, like, dog, you can kill somebody. You could literally have just killed somebody. And you don't even, like, that basic level of, like, how do you... So, okay, this is the point that my friend was making, was that what the appeal of Trump is not... So his thing is that Trump is not appealing on we need to be more empathetic. Trump is appealing on there's too much empathy. Kind of this, like, point you're not making, but, you know, parodying here. There's too much empathy. You know, we just got to be productive and get out there. Grind set mindset, all that shit.
But I mean, it comes down to nobody wants to do the empathetic portions because it requires too much effort. It's way more effort to do things for other people without the expectation of a return than it does to just be like, got to get that bag, son. Got to make that money, you know? Way more effort. Way more trouble and heartache, because every second you're not spending getting money for yourself and you're trying to help somebody else, it's making your position less like in societal standing, right? Is that it makes your position a little bit more difficult because you're not out there getting money, because that's the kind of society we live in at the moment, right? Is that end stage capitalism where if you don't have enough money by the time that you retire, you're just going to be like put out to pasture. If you don't have enough money right now, I mean, Gavin Newsom's going to come and take your house and kick you out and like arrest you for being.
I mean, that's what that's true. This blue MAGA shit, like they don't realize, these people don't realize that MAGA just trolled themselves into this position. So like not ours, their response to MAGA is to do the same fucking thing. Like, how do you think you're making a healthy society by like just mimicking? Do we need, is the Democratic Party, like they gave up on looking for what was the stupid shit about looking for like the podcasters on the left, as if they even give a fuck about the left, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Now they're not even looking for that. They're looking for the Hulk Hogan of the left.
Well,
like,
the thing that bothers me about like them hero worshiping Gavin Newsom because he can send out a couple funny tweets about Trump, right? Is that if you look at the dude in any kind of like critical light, right? Fully recalled from governor, only barely survived that recall election to still maintain office, right? Same thing, just like Trump, basically the state level version of impeachment, right? Literally goes out of his way to make being homeless in California as difficult as possible. The only person that made being poor in California more difficult was fucking Kamala Harris, right?
Yeah.
Is unliked by pretty much everybody in California, right? They all think that he's just a fucking like clown and a buffoon. Doesn't do anything except for self-grandize and make himself try and look like as good as he can. Let all those people's houses burn down in LA, didn't do a single fucking thing about it, and then is allowing all of the insurance agencies to leave the state without paying off any of the policies and stuff. Let's that utility company still continue to set fires all over the state, you know, doesn't do a single fucking goddamn thing to help anybody. But that's the guy that they're going to hero worship, who's ostensibly no better than Trump. He's just blue Trump. That's all he is. And they're doing the same thing with the AI pictures and stuff like that. It's so nauseating. I can't even stand it.
Exactly. And that gets back to my point that this is all just neoliberalism. You know, Trump was the Axeman.
Mm-hmm.
But it's what they all want. You know, when Biden got into office, he didn't close the fucking child detention centers on the border. He didn't slow down the deportations. He didn't, yes, he promised and then was never able to deliver student loan forgiveness, which he didn't
really try.
I understand being in debt. I understand the hardships that come from being in debt, but I also don't personally feel that it's the government's place to get you out of a loan that you agreed to. Whatever reason you agreed to sign the paper and go into debt, it's not the government's place to then step in and say, you don't owe money, you don't have to pay back this debt. I don't
want to get into it because it'll take like 45 minutes, but the United States government is very much on the hook for the way colleges and loans and stuff like that are now, right? They're very much part of that. So yeah, I don't think that it's the individual borrower's like burden to be paying these basically extortionary amounts of interest and stuff like that. But that's something that we can save for a later date. I don't want to get into that right now.
Well, I agree with that, but I also it's one of those things like, you know, it's one of those things that even though I'm not a financial guy, I'm not a person who thinks, I don't live in a world where I don't personally follow the thing of like, well, you took out this debt, therefore you owe the money. But at the same time, like, you played the game. You signed the paper. You know, can you buy your soul back from the devil when you've sold it? I don't know, man.
It's not so much like you're really trying to bait me into this, and I really don't want to. But put a pin in it. We'll come back to it because I have a lot.
Put a pin in this one.
I could say about it. But regardless,
you can't buy your soul back.
You can. It's hard, but you can. It's just, it's all rigged. I mean, like, it doesn't matter. Stabbed in the front, stabbed in the back. I mean, who cares? You're getting stabbed one way or the other.
Yeah.
So, like,
I mean, that's true.
So, like, trying to even bother with, like, engaging with anybody that calls himself a liberal and says that Gavin Newsom's going to be, like, the way that we get out of it and make America the right way to be great and all this. It's like,
the right kind of great, right?
Just don't even, like, engage with it. Just going, and move on. Because you're not going to change their mind. It's not worth changing their mind. They're an idiot. I mean, I spend no amount of time thinking and trying to argue with idiots. You know, it's not worth my effort. You know, you want to talk about empathy and all that stuff.
Right.
But, like,
exactly. The point is that this is not the way through it, right? The way through it is empathy and love and caring for each other. I mean, truly.
Mm-hmm. But it's not going to happen anytime soon. That's for sure. So, bags, get them.
Well, if we all get together in little bands, and we sing Kumbaya, and we do some community farming, and that's the other thing I did today is I went to a food forest event.
Food forest?
Yeah, where you build your yard, your property into like a food forest. It's like an extended kind of garden that has like trees and like fruit and shit planted all under them.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even talk about that, man. Food forest.
That's cool.
Sustainable gardening and climate resilience.
Yeah, we could have talked about that instead of you trying to bait me into debating you about student loan repayments.
I don't want to say anything about it. I want to try to get that guy on the podcast too.
Yeah.
I do find it interesting that I don't have a problem with it, but there's always a religious bent to the people who are doing the back to the earth movement, you know, like let's all get back to like an agrarian lifestyle, which is a thing I fully agree with. Well, not fully. Technology is nice in many ways.
Not so.
I don't think the guy was anti. He wasn't a Luddite. I mean, he has a YouTube channel, like, so it's not that he's not into the technology. I don't want to like classify him. Maybe I shouldn't talk about him at all if I want him to come on the podcast.
Yeah, probably not to sandbag this guy before he comes on the podcast.
No, I just find it interesting that there's a religious bent to this. You know, like, what do you think that's about?
I mean, a lot of people have religious bents to them. We were reading one of those like local community magazines during lunch break at work the other day, and this lady's interview basically said that she got involved with an MLM because like she had like Jesus and God told her to do it. I mean, like, it's in everybody's like thing. So
what if I told you one day that my idea for starting this podcast was because I was praying about it?
I wouldn't even bat an eye. It wouldn't even faze me.
Because I'm a little bit woo. Everybody knows it.
A little bit woo. Me, I started this podcast to get that bag. And the best way that I can get that bag is for you to give me your fucking hard-earned money. So give it up. Not even
that much of it.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Coffee per month.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit of that money.
Small bit. $5, man.
I got to pay all this fucking new escrow. Like, come on. Give me that shit.
And think about all this microphone equipment we've had to buy.
Yeah, fucking expensive stuff. We just keep buying more stuff. The wife is like, do you really need this stuff? I was like, yeah, I need to sound better.
Yeah.
I need to sound better than Josh.
You can't, because everything you tell me you buy, I'm just going to turn around and buy myself.
I know. Fucking like arms. It's like fucking Cold War at this fucking podcast.
Cold War podcasters. Yeah. I like it.
Enough.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We're going to have to weed this one down a little bit anyway.
Yeah. Weed it down.
Well, no weed.
No weed.
No weeding in here, because in the food forest, you don't weed. Every plant is a valuable and a living thing.
Yeah. 420 food forest.
I don't think he said to grow any of that.
Yeah, but it was implied. All right. TTYL listener.
Good night. Was it implied? Yeah.
I forgot we had sound effects on the soundboard.
I know.
I have this one.
I forget about that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
No more of that.
No more of that. Can't do that one. Okay.